I spend a lot of my time, actually, desperately trying to help my industry, the advertising industry, reinvent itself for the future, which it is appallingly bad at doing. And I do that because the enormous tragedy of our industry is that it is jam-packed full with brilliant, creative, intelligent, articulate people who spend all of their brilliance, creativity, intelligence and articulacy focused 24/7 on their client's business and never once lift their noses from the grindstone and focus it on themselves. If anybody had ever done that, we would have reinvented the industry model and we would be in a very different place to where the industry is now. And the enormous irony of that, in turn, is that what we do, what we are brilliant at, could not be more relevant than it is now. Once upon a time, back in the old Mad Men days, back in the day, clients believed that what we did was magic. And they believed it was magic because they couldn't do it themselves, and they were enormously impressed at us for doing it, and they paid us a shed load of money to do it. Today, clients not only no longer believe that what we do is magic, they believe that they can do it themselves. In fact, they quite often believe they can do it a great deal better themselves, and they don't want to pay us any money for it. In fact, they would actually like us to pay them for doing it. And I used to say that as a joke until I discovered last year that the head of Unilever India had actually told agencies that he expected them to work for Unilever for free because of the kudos that having that name on the roster gave them to get other clients. Somebody else in India told agencies they had to pay $10,000 each to pitch for their business. And the Thomas Cook agency in London last year, when it announced an agency review, announced that the winning agency would be expected to pay a finder's fee of the equivalent of $1.3 million. So the future of our industry depends on bringing back the magic. And as I said, the irony is that what we are brilliant at has never been more necessary, because the buzzword of the moment is social media. But social media is all the same old basic human instincts, truths, dynamics, attitudes and desires, just with a whole new methodology. And in fact, one of the places that I point people to as a demonstration of this is one of my favourite websites of all time, textfromlastnight.com. And I tell everybody in our industry that this is a site they have to visit for 3 reasons. The first is that, obviously, at one level, Text from Last Night is screamingly hysterically funny. Tears running down your face in front of your computer, guaranteed. Reason number 2, it is what I call modern poetry. It is SMS as art form. But reason number 3, at a much more serious level, Text from Last Night is an absolutely riveting socio-cultural snapshot of our times. So you can extrapolate every possible theme of modern human existence from Text from Last Night. The way men talk about women, the way women talk about men, the pornification of culture, something that I'm tackling with my venture Make Love Not Porn, binge drinking culture. And so I say to advertising people that they and their clients should all go to textfromlastnight.com to see what their consumers are really doing. But the demonstration there is absolutely that everything that we are good at, human psychology, consumer insight, understanding human behaviour, is so necessary, exemplified by one of my favourite texts, which reads, "So let me get this straight. You would sleep with an uncircumcised guy whose name you didn't know, but you won't try the new shrimp taco from Taco Bell." That is the world we live in.